Hey there, friend. So, you're interested in auditing the security of those cool Windows Server IaaS virtual machines you've got on Microsoft Azure? Well, you've come to the right voice. Grab a cup of coffee because we're about to dive into some serious cybersecurity tactics and strategies. Imagine I'm your good old tech guru uncle who doesn't shy away from talk because it's not about me, it's about ensuring your digital fortress stands strong against the storm of cyber threats. You see, securing your IaaS VMs is a dance of precision, one that requires awareness, agility, and a deep understanding of the environment. Azure, the backbone hosting platform, empowers you with tools, but remember, it's their effectiveness that counts here. Mastery isn't just about availability but intelligent orchestration. For starters, let's zero in on Azure Security Center, which plays the role of our command center for all security activities. Now, let's talk identity and access. We are talking multi-factor authentication, strong password policies, and principal-based access control, because whoever tries to sneak into your virtual domain should be dealing with more than just virtual reality headsets. Audits are not a one-and-done deal, but an ongoing narrative that changes with every patch and policy update. Next in line is the firewall, yes, that virtual barrier that stands guard over your VM traffic. Azure lets you fine-tune rules, apply policies for stateful DDoS protection, and set up web application firewalls for an additional layer when deploying your apps. But enough talk. Action is what we need. Auditing should be as interactive as using your smartphone, engaging, and always on mission-critical mode. Oh, and don't get me started on network security. It's the unsung hero, quietly monitoring for anomalies, maintaining your defense in depth, and applying granular network policies through Azure security groups. Trust me, an effective network policy is like a good set of directions. Without it, you might just end up lost in the cloud. Data encryption and activity logging should be as routine as taking multivitamins. It's the backbone when it comes to protecting sensitive information from prying eyes, and it provides evidence for your security incidents. When the alarms blare, logs will be your best friends. And Azure Key Vault. Don't skip on this. Managing rotating keys and shared access solutions are just par for the course for an elite defense strategy. Now, remember, this world is a web of interdependencies, and it's not just about strength in solitude. Let's weave your security fabric into the wider Azure ecosystem. Integration with Azure Sentinel for security orchestration, automation, forensics, and analysis. It's like connecting a chain, each link enhancing the next through feedback loops and continuous improvement cycles. Oh, and here's a pro tip. Never skip on cloud-native security, but don't just adopt the new, innovate and evolve. Leverage Azure's intelligent detection with AI and machine learning to stay one step ahead. Remember, today's defense strategy is tomorrow's legacy vulnerability. This is continuous training that's as non-stop as your favorite morning radio host. Ensuring compliance is like keeping an eye on the fashion trends. You never know what the cyber world will pop up next. And I say, dress accordingly. Engage with Azure compliance tools while also embracing the flexibility that adaptable compliance models provide. Troubleshooting is not just problem solving, it's a cybersecurity art form. Be fluent in Azure's diagnostic tools, understand the narrative they tell when issues arise, and listen closely. For advanced auditing, embrace the Azure Security Center's intelligent segmentation techniques. And just like a hacker, have a plan B for redundancy purposes and maintaining business continuity. It's best to implement disaster recovery solutions, regularly testing them under simulated assaults. In the end, my friend, auditing Windows Server IaaS VMs is about setting up a proactive, not reactive, security posture. It's about making sure your virtual servers are more sparkles, so if ever dragons come near, they'll find more than just an impenetrable fortress. They'll find a tale of victory where only resilience and relentless guardianship triumphed. Alright, that's about the time I run out of caffeine for tonight. But hey, I didn't just stop here, the journey continues inside my head, so I'll leave you with this idea. Visit Neeraj and check out this blog. If it resonates with your spirit, subscribe to TechLab for more tips, tricks, and tales of virtual defense. Keep your fortress hacker-proof, and remember, stay safe, stay smart, and stay audited. Casual conversation, ever since I've been working in our data center, it's been an adventure, especially when it comes to those Windows Server IaaS VMs we use on Azure. It's like I'm in the heart of technology, but it took me some time to really lock down our infrastructure. There's this peace of mind that comes from understanding and auditing your virtual environment. Let's just say, it's a process that keeps me on my toes, and I've been getting better at it. Starting with Azure Security Center, it's been instrumental in streamlining our security processes. Initially, I had to make sense of the plethora of tools available, but once I integrated them into our daily operations, it felt like we had our own digital guardians watching over our Windows Server IaaS VMs. The first big hurdle was getting the team on the same security protocol page. We didn't just implement multi-factor authentication and a non-negotiable password policy, we became a cyber arsenal. It's wildly satisfying to see your colleagues taking security measures seriously now. It's like they've finally learned to ride a bike. The next chapter focused on networking security like you wouldn't believe. We dived into Azure's security groups and key management. I tell ya, it's like setting up the rules for a board game, and every VM plays by the handbook now. Data encryption, my friend, is where the magic happens, literally. It's like writing secrets in invisible ink. You need something to reveal the message. We set up activity logging to keep tabs on everything. It's incredible how much a detailed log can uncover over time. Azure Key Vault, that was one of my proudest moments, turning the dread of key management into a strategic asset. It's empowering, knowing your keys are under more control than just a file. I got to work with Azure Sentinel one day, and let me tell you, the integration was seamless from there on out. It's a dynamic beast, always learning, always adapting. I even started thinking of a cybersecurity routine as a workout, and our systems are now the beefiest in the gym. Then came the integration with Azure compliance tools. It felt like I became a cybersecurity fashion guru, making sure our defenses were always a-la mode in compliance circles. But let's not forget troubleshooting. Every VM had its own personality quirks, but with Azure tools, it's like having a translator between my systems and me. Keeping our cloud more polished round the clock has become second nature when issues pop up. And you know what's great? My colleagues have started to think of me as the security whisperer, a title I wear with honor. It has fostered this culture of proactive security within the team, making us more resilient and effective no matter what. In the end, auditing our Windows Server IaaS VMs isn't just about keeping threats at bay, it's about crafting a narrative where security, efficiency, and culture go hand in hand. If you've ever had a conversation about the cloud that felt more like sitting back in the captain's chair and navigating the data center seascape, then visit Neeraj and subscribe to TechLab for the latest rides and stories from beyond the horizon. Detailed analysis. Hello, my tech-savvy friend. The world of virtual machine auditing in Windows on Microsoft Azure is vast. Think of it as the ocean teeming with digital marvels and potential threats. Today, our focus shifts sails through the intricate given the information presented and assuming it's from a comprehensive tutorial video script, devise a multifaceted strategy to audit security using Azure services tailored for an enterprise running a hybrid cloud IaaS setup. Account for the following constraints and additions for enhanced difficulty. The enterprise utilizes a mix of Windows Server VMs, requires adherence to GDPR and HIPAA compliance, employs a geographically dispersed team, and mandates a continuous monitoring and incident response plan with automated workflows where possible. Integrate best practices for securing the interoperability between Windows and Linux VMs and leverage AI and machine learning tools for advanced threat detection. Additionally, craft a clear roadmap incorporating Azure's native tools and services that include regular training updates for the distributed management team and elaborate on how to maintain consistency in security policies across the hybrid environment. Do not reiterate the content verbatim. Instead, deliver the essence of the guidance, transforming it into a comprehensive, easy-to-follow blueprint that respects the constraints. Master-level script solution in the dynamic cloud, where our enterprise's heartbeats sync with both Windows and Linux Windows Server IaaS VMs on Azure, we find ourselves in a tale of digital prosperity and, simultaneously, a relentless quest for impenetrable security. My journey with your hybrid cloud has been one of unwavering commitment to robust defense mechanisms tailored for an intermix of VM operating systems, all while navigating the tempest of compliance requirements, such as GDPR and HIPAA, to safeguard sensitive information. In this multifaceted enterprise of yours, where the workforce spreads as wide as the globe itself, we've embarked upon a continual security monitoring saga, interweaving the threads of consistent practices across our virtual canvas with a finesse akin to a global tapestry. As we embark on this complex expedition, our first beacon guiding us is the Azure Security Center, serving as our central nexus for security governance. Its vigilant eyes shall oversee audits with an intelligence that rivals the sharpest human detectives. It ensures our VMs, regardless of their home turf, be it a server in California or another in Dublin, undergo rigorous inspections, maintaining the delicate balance between performance and security. Delving deeper, we introduce multi-factor authentication and stringent password policies, not as mere rituals but as cultural staples ensconced in our daily routine. They are our digital identity's lifeblood, a robust shield against intrusion. To address our team's geographical diffusion, these security practices are bolstered through virtual stand-ups shared via cloud-based collaboration tools, ensuring our guardianship spans continents. Interdepartmental alliances form, ensuring our cloud keepsakes comply with GDPR and HIPAA without a hitch. Our compliance tools become the lymph of our organization, circulating assurance that legal guardianship is intact across the EU and beyond. The audit extends its reach into network security, a masterful display of firewall tuning and segmentation. We've woven together a security fabric so intricate that it becomes second nature within our team, a collective mind working in harmonious rhythm against potential threats. Together with Azure's Key Vault, our key management transforms into an art form, a choreographed ballet where access permissions and rotating keys pirouette with grace and agility. The vault stands as an illustrious locksmith, safeguarding our most pivotal keys. Incorporating Azure Sentinel, we invoke advanced security orchestration automation, forensics, and analysis, constructing a digital fortress that learns and evolves. Our AI sentinels employ machine learning, sifting through data for whispers of anomalous activity while empowering our team to anticipate, rather than merely react to, emerging threats. Our roadmap unfurls, stretching across time and space, charting a course for Azure native tools and custom AI strategies, a blueprint to security excellence. At its core, it stands as an invitation to your team to grow in expertise, undergirded by Azure's compendium of wisdom, accessible through regular training updates. The synthesis of best practices for interoperability across Windows and Linux platforms unfolds under Azure's watch, ensuring a common language of security resonates between the differing architectures. As we thread through the intricabotonics of the hybrid cloud, our incident response becomes a choreographed sequence, automated with as much reliability as a practiced dance, reinforcing our readiness to counteract threats. As our saga nears its close, a heartfelt invitation is extended. Visit Neeraj, where TechLab awaits to provide continuous lore and learning on the quest for impeccable IaaS VM security. Subscribe, and together, let's chart the waters of cloud security with unwavering certitude.